Hey Divas, Kaden here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I really appreciate it. Guys, today I'm going to show you how I dye all my laces jet black without staining the lace. I won't be adding any petroleum oil or holding spray to the lace. I'm just going to go ahead and start applying the dye to the hair I'm just going to be extra careful because I don't have all that time to be scrubbing out and washing out all that grease that's in the lace. I have no time for that. So first I'm going to go ahead and give you the specs on this closure. So it's a 5x5 transparent closure and this is from my collection. So now I'm going to go ahead and before I even start to apply the dye, I'm just gonna go ahead and pin the lace down to the mannequin head and I want to ensure that it's super flat because I don't want any lumps in it, because when I'm applying the dye I don't want to have any ripples in the lace and then accidentally dyeing the lace. So I won't be doing a watercolor method. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my brush and my bowl. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it the old way or the traditional way, not the watercolor method. So in total, I went ahead and used 8 T-pins, 1 in each corner and then 1 in each middle. So now I'm going to move on to dyeing. So the dye that I'll be using is the Adore Jet Black dye. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of the dye into the mixing bowl and then start to apply it to the hair. Now I'm going to go ahead and start applying the dye to the closure. So as you can see, I'm going as close as possible to the roots but not all the way down because I don't want to accidentally dye the lace. I just want to dye the hair. So I'm just holding the brush at an angle and I'm feathering it down. I'm just feathering it down, and then when I go to the ends I'm just going to go ahead and paste it with the dye. As you can see, I'm working in small sections. I'm not just going in and putting the dye on the hair. I'm ensuring that I'm going in sections and I'm doing it as slow as possible because I don't want to go ahead and, as I said earlier, dye the lace. I just want to dye the hair. As you can see, this section was not pinned down properly, so you will see how I accidentally got some dye on the lace, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. That's why I told you in the beginning that you need to ensure that the lace is laying flat to avoid getting dye on the lace. After applying the dye, I like to let it sit for like a minimum of 2 hours. Some persons would leave it for less or even overnight, more hours, but I usually just leave it for 2 hours and then rinse it out. And as you can see, there's no dye on the lace. You can see it from the angle that I'm showing you. There's absolutely no dye on the lace. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse it out, use some conditioner. I won't be shampooing it, just some conditioner. And I'm using cold water because if I use the hot water, the hair is just gonna bleed. So I like to use the cold water and then rinse it until the water runs clear. Leave it to dry overnight. I love to let my hair dry overnight. I don't use a blow dryer unless I have to, but I like to let it sit overnight, hair dry, and then I'm going to show you the final product. I just went ahead, sew it down to the unit, and then ship it off to the new owner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also tell a friend. Thank you. Bye.